第8題 In 1930, a Danish biologist J. Hamelin tried to find out where the genetic information was stored inside the eukaryotic cell。嗱，見到呢啲題目咧，咁有好多咁嘅實驗咧，必須要又係訓練我哋 logical thinking 嘅時候必須要咧睇清楚成題裏邊所有嘅 fact information 會俾你，而攞準確嘅 information 嚟到進行你嘅推斷。所以咧你要好小心睇題目，逐隻字都要睇。Eukaryotic cells use some unicellular algae。unicellular algae 係 protein， 所以係 eukaryotic cells。OK， 佢個名咧叫做 Acetabularia， 咁係斜體，代表住係顯示緊嗰個 species。或者係 genus 啦嚇，咁to carry out a series of experiment. The diagram below shows the morphology 係講緊個 external feature of the two species of algae used in this experiment。呢個係 round shape flower shape 嗰個 morphology。呢度咧仲話埋俾你聽，呢度有 nucleus 添顯示話俾你聽即係unicellular algae 成個係一個細胞嚟嘅。咁跟住個 nucleus 喺呢個位。OK， He divided species 1 into 2 groups, removing the cap from one group， 即係 1就喺呢個位啦 ，remove cap 嘅 ，and the food from another group 2。咁remove 呢個位，咁跟住咧去睇下個 result， 咁發覺個 result 咧就係呢個 remove 咗 cap 嗰個咧會生翻出嚟個 cap 出嚟 ，remove 個 food 嗰個咧就冇生翻個 food 出嚟，係嘛？嗰啲 information 已經話晒俾你聽你有睇清楚嘅話咧，呢度咧就同埋跟住嗰個題目咧就較為容易啦。譬如話，起碼話俾你聽呢度係 nucleus 啦，係咪？咁呢度你應該諗得到佢點解會變翻出嚟咧？就因為係 nucleus 話事噶嘛 ，nucleus 係有 control 嗰個 activity of the cell。點樣 control 咧？繼而就諗到嗰啲 transcription translation 嗰啲嘢啦，咁樣嘅。好 A，describe the result of the above experiment。咁同學咧就冇乜點錯嘅冇咗個 cap 嗰個咧就會 regenerate 個 cap， 冇咗隻腳嗰個咧就唔能夠生翻隻腳出嚟，咁樣1分2分就攞晒㗎啦。B1， 咁呢度咧就講嗰個 Hamelin 咧，呢個科學家咧就 hypothesize 就住頭先嗰個 information 咧就 hypothesize 就話佢做一個推斷嘅啫，係咪？即係佢知道呢個 nucleus 喺呢個位啦咁跟住咧又睇到呢啲咁嘅實驗嘅結果啦咁就推斷 the heredity information is stored in the food of the algal cell。咁要證明㗎嘛，咁樣咁證明咧就係攞以下啲實驗去證明啦，實驗嘅結果去到證明啦。Hamelin further studied the expression of heredity information by grafting the stalk of species 1 to the foot of species 2。After grafting 咧意思即係話即係將呢隻 species 2嘅腳就駁咗落去 species 1嘅 stalk 嗰度，就變成咁嘅款。After grafting, the cap formed from the first regeneration showed a mixed morphology， 即係又唔係 round 又唔係 flower。咁樣咧就顯示到一個又有 flower 又有 round 嘅情況，叫做 mixed 嘅 morphology。He then removed the regenerated cap， 再剁咗佢之後咧，發覺生出嚟嘅花咧 ，the cap forms in the second generation look exactly the same as species 2。好，我哋稱呼呢個做 first generation， 呢個做 second generation 啦The diagram below shows the treatment and the result. Okay. Hamelin concluded that when the stalk was transplanted, it contained some short-lived instruction derived from the food of species one resulted in a mixed morphology of the cat in the first generation。你仲有啲剩嘅 instruction 喺度，呢啲 instruction 咧係會令到咧佢有一個 round shape 嘅 morphology 嘅，咁啊係，但係咧即係啦，即係導致佢有一個 round shape 嗰個 morphology 喺度，所以就話呢啲咁嘅 short-lived instruction 咧係仍然有喺呢個from the food of species one 即係仍然喺呢個 stock 嗰度有。咁我哋而家知道咧呢個 biomolecule 咧叫做 RNA，甚至你可以寫 mRNA， 係咪？第二 ，How could the biomolecule suggested in one affect the morphology of the cat？ 咁梗係講嗰個translation 嘅過程啦，咁樣，但係咧你要咁樣講噶。RNA directs the protein synthesis through translation。咁跟住咧 ，the protein produced determine the morphology of the cap by acting as enzyme or structural protein。你即係你就咁呢度有兩個 point 噶嘛，係咪？咁你如果就咁講話 RNA 就 direct 嗰個 protein synthesis through translation 嘅話咧，就唔夠嘅，係咪應該咧？你要講埋呢個protein 係點樣決定咗嗰個 cap 嘅形狀。佢可以 serve as enzyme 嚟到做一啲 reaction 啦，令到有一個咁嘅形狀。又或者佢本身可以係一個作為 structural protein， 即係形成呢個咁嘅round shape 或者係 flower shape 嘅形狀，係咪？好，咁呢個係第一B1。咁 B2咧就問 How do the result of this experiment support Hemmeling's hypothesis？ 嗱，又係啦 ，result 就係個 fact， 跟住再進行一個推斷，係咪？有一個 fact， 一個 deduction 嚟到去到support 呢個 Hemmeling 嘅 hypothesis， 咁又要邏輯推理啦呢度。The final morphological feature of the cat resembles that of species 2。呢個 morphology of the cat resembles that of species 2。呢個係我 information 可以睇得到嘅。Showing that 嗱呢度就 deduction 啦 ，fact deduction。Showing that the 顯示嗰個 trait is determined by the food of species 2， but not the stock from species 1。呢個推斷得到出嚟。Thus the permanent heredity information is stably stored in the food。嚟到咧所謂 support 嗰個 Hemmeling's 嘅 hypothesis， 透過呢個 fact information 進行一個推斷，而呢個推斷咧係可以 support 得到Hemmeling 呢度所講嘅 hypothesis。當你即係多啲訓練自己攞準確嘅 information 作推斷嘅話咧，呢題咧就相對嚟講唔係好難。如果你冇呢個邏輯推理嘅能力咧，呢題就唔使諗啦，好難攞分。好啦 ，give one aspect about the nature of science that can be demonstrated in the above discovery and give a reason to support your answer。嗱，呢個咧就唔涉及咩邏輯推理啦，呢個涉及咧你能唔能夠喺上面個實驗睇得出邊個位係 fit 到邊一類型嘅 nature of science 咁樣。咁C Nature of Science scientific knowledge is based on or derived from observation of natural world observation 嘅。咁有啲咩證明啊？Hamelin 嘅 observation 呢 on the regeneration of the cap from the algae lead to the confirmation of the location of genetic materials 係可以最後判斷得到呢個 genetic material 喺個 food 嗰度啊嘛，係咪？又或者 doing science requires creativity and imagination 咁啊，有啲咩證明呢 Hamelin 即係 designed experiment to test his hypothesis 呢個 design 係需要creativity 同埋 imagination， 而且係 design 完之後睇完個結果你作個新嘅 hypothesis 咧，都係需要 imagination。好啦。咁跟住咧 ，science is a process of ongoing inquiry。咁 Hamelin 咧就grafting experiment led to inquiry about short-lived instruction。佢係講到話有啲 short-lived instruction 啊嘛，咁一路咁樣研究，最後咪發現到呢啲 short-lived instruction 係 mRNA 咯。好，所以咧就係 science is a process of ongoing inquiry。咁多啲做 Nature of Science 嘅題目。咁訓練下自己呢方面嘅觸覺強少少，咁呢就呢2分就比較容易攞啲。呢個第8題。